Hey, mama. So, one thing that often comes up for moms in business who want to leverage email marketing is how can I commit to this when I don't have much time? This was actually a question I received from one of the mamas inside of the Social Media Detox Club. So, I'm answering it today on the podcast. Specifically, I'm sharing how to simplify your email marketing as a busy mama without a whole lot of time to commit to writing emails. All right, let's dive into today's episode. Hey, mama. Welcome to Marketing Without Socials for Moms, the go to podcast for moms in business who want to stop relying on social media to build their business and build it in a way that fits their current season of life. I'm your host, Andria Singletary, a wife, mama of two, and visibility strategist for moms. Each week, I'm giving you the inside scoop on how to increase your visibility, leads, and sales through podcasting, email marketing, and collaborations. Ready to truly make social media optional in your business? Grab your chai tea latte and let's dive into today's episode. Okay, so let's talk about email marketing made easy for moms in business. I get it. You don't have a whole bunch of time to dedicate to writing emails, and that may deter you from even getting started with email marketing or being consistent with it. This is why I created the Social Media Detox Club. The strategies I teach inside the club help you simplify your content creation so you aren't spending hours on content. So I'm going to walk you through parts of my non-social media marketing framework that helps you spend less time on creating content. Inside of the Social Media Detox Club, I have an entire training and workbook on non-social media marketing. And one of the things we talk about is determining your capacity and frequency. And there are resources in the membership to help you actually calculate your current capacity. Like you literally can know how many hours you have to dedicate to specific things. So when it comes to your capacity and frequency for writing emails, you have to be honest with yourself about the amount of time you actually have available. If you don't have much time, then writing 2 to 3 emails weekly may not be realistic for you in this season of life. You can always increase your frequency as your capacity increases, but don't try to commit to something that is not realistic for you right now. The next thing I teach inside of the club is getting ahead in planning. And I make this so stupid easy for you with the content prompt stock. So inside the content prompt stock, there are over 40 content prompts that help you brain dump content ideas for each stage of the customer journey. And it gives you different ways to demonstrate your expertise and talk about your offers. Now, this content prompt stock will help you generate so many email content ideas that you won't run out of things to actually email your list about. You'll be able to get ahead in planning your email content so you can stay ahead. But that is my advice for you. Like, even if you don't join the Social Media Detox Club right now, brain dump content ideas. Like a lot of people get stuck on what to write about is because they don't have a content bank to pull from. And if you have topics to talk about, it's going to make it a lot easier to write your emails and batch them and get ahead and different things like that. Now, one new thing I added to the membership is that for each type of content, so we got blogs, podcasts, emails, I walk you through how to repurpose them. So for podcasts, I walk you through how to repurpose blogs and emails into podcast episodes. But content repurposing is a great way to simplify your content creation. You create a lot of content as a business owner, and not everyone sees your content. So repurpose it for other platforms and simplify your content creation. I do this all the time. My podcast content, I will repurpose it for emails. Posts I create on Threads, I will repurpose it for email. Any little type of content I create, I will repurpose it for email and vice versa. Like I repurpose emails for Threads posts and for podcast episodes and different things like that. And it just simplifies the whole process. It's not me having to reinvent the wheel or come up with a new topic, but also it creates this cohesiveness in my messaging and everything. I'm able to essentially repeat myself, and those people who maybe they didn't hear it, when I created the podcast episode for it, but they're reading the email. So think about it that way. Lastly, I recommend limiting how long you spend on writing emails. As a recovering perfectionist, I know how easy it is to overthink your emails and wondering if you are writing the right words or if your email will actually lead to the results you desire. Here's the thing. You won't learn your email audience until you start emailing them. Don't overthink it and don't over edit. Put the content out there, see how they respond, and adjust accordingly. Not every email is going to be a hit, and that is okay. That's how you learn and grow as a business owner. I know for me personally, there have been times where I've written an email and I'm like, I don't feel good about this, but I'm going to just put it out there anyways. And those end up being the emails I get the most replies to, or I see the most conversions from, and different things like that. And so you can't overthink it. You can't like get all up in your head about it. You have to put your content out there to see what works, to see what lands, to see what your audience actually resonates with. If you're keeping everything up in your head, then you're never going to know what's going to work. You're just going to be stuck. So just put it out there. Do the scary thing and hit send on that email. Like, just do it. Put it out there. Okay, so that is it for my email marketing made easy for moms in business. Like I said, there are different things that you want to consider. So, first things first, look at your capacity and the frequency you're able to actually write emails at. So, if you have a lot going on right now, maybe you cannot commit to 2 emails a week or even weekly emails. Start with bi-weekly. Start with monthly. Like start with something and then gradually increase. And as you do it more and you're like consistent with it, it becomes more natural. It becomes something where you're like, okay, this is part of my routine. I got this. I enjoy this, different things like that. But I think sometimes where people get stuck is they're like, oh, I have to email my list weekly, or I have to send, 2 to 3 emails per week. Like, don't start off that high if you're not there yet, if you're not ready for that, if you don't actually have the time for that. Start off lower. Start off 1 email a month or 2 emails a month, and then gradually working your way up to weekly emails. And you keep increasing it, but you've got to start somewhere essentially. And then the other thing is plan ahead. Like you probably have somewhere on your phone one of your notes or memos that is filled with content ideas that is just sitting there on your phone. Start with that. Go through that and see what you can do with that. Write emails around those topics, or even just going through, conversations you've had with clients or DM conversations you've had with, people who've shown interest in your offers, and creating conversations around that. Like the content ideas are there. You just have to get them out of your head, brain dump them, and then start mapping out emails and looking at, okay, how is this topic going to help you achieve this specific goal? So like if you're trying to sell a specific offer, how is that topic going to help you sell that offer to your email subscribers? Or how is that topic going to help, sell this freebie to your email subscribers? Like look at it that way. And then repurpose. You're already creating content somewhere. Look at how you can repurpose that content for your emails. Like it is that simple. Even if you just started with that, that is going to give you so many emails. Like, especially if you go back through old content, especially content that performed really well on other platforms, repurpose that baby. Okay. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. And then lastly, don't spend forever on writing your emails. Give yourself a time limit, give yourself 15 to 20 minutes, set a timer. And once the timer goes off, that is it. When that timer goes off, you wrap that email up and you schedule it to go out. That is it. Like don't spend forever on these emails. Okay. So that is it for email marketing made easy for our moms in business. If you are serious about getting started with email marketing, including growing your email community, nurturing and connecting with your audience, and selling your offers, join us inside the Social Media Detox Club. The curriculum and support inside will provide you with everything you need to get started with email marketing and see results. And if you've already gotten started with email marketing and you're feeling stuck, these resources can help you get unstuck. These resources can help you gain the clarity and really look at how to best leverage email marketing in your business, whether that is for nurturing your community and connecting with them, whether that's for selling your offers, I got you. There's so many resources inside to help you really look at the best way to leverage email marketing in your business and actually start seeing results. Like, you don't just have to be sending emails to send emails and not see any results. Like, I got you inside the club. All right. So head on over to mamaturnedmompreneur.com/membership to join us. And yeah, come get the support that you need. I will even provide direct feedback on your emails. Like, members are able to submit their written emails for feedback, and I will give suggestions on things to change so that way you can see more results from it. You can see those conversions. You can see that engagement and different things like that. All right, mama, that is it for this one. I'll catch you in the next episode. Hey, mama. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to hang with me. I would love to keep the conversation going. So head to mamaturnedmompreneur.com/marketing without socials to join my email community. I share even more tips and strategies for building a business that doesn't rely on social media and one that fits your current season of life, as well as more behind the scenes of mom and business life. All right, mama, that's it for today, but I'll catch up with you again next week.